Now, this is about new angels, and I did try to tell you that I was going to, I was trying to tell you I was going to clone 1.7 million new angels, and what now I'm calling new angel 1s, and I was thinking about doing clones of new angel 2s and 3s. What were new angel 2s were clones of Michael at 7 billion in spiritual power and around 12,000 IQ, and new angel 1 or 3s were clones of Gabriel at around 11,000 in spiritual living power, and a billion in spiritual power, and around 11,000 in IQ. And I think the new angel, I had them all terminated. I'm doing none of these clones. I'm doing no new angels. No angels are to ask or request for new angel upgrades to the new angel 1s or any new angels. I'm giving no upgrades to these. I'm not doing these. I am not going to do these. Do not ask. Do not request this. Do not push Ted for this ever again. I'm not going to do or agree to or authorize new angels. They're not authorized. All new angels are to be terminated unless it's part of Ted's resurrection, where it definitely should be less than Ted and 37. Okay? Less than Ted and 37. And I do not agree now with new angel 1s. These are enormously intelligent things. I think it was underestimated, their intelligence at approximately 100,000 in spiritual IQ, where the average angel was around 10,000. I think the intelligence could be possibly 100,000 to a million to even a billion in some type of intelligence, what maybe even angels don't understand. It's not even spiritual living thing intelligence. It's beyond spiritual living thing intelligence. It is so intelligent, I cannot believe it. I was thinking about all the things I created, including in the oceans, even on Earth, all the different species of things, all the birds and the bugs, insects and creatures I created, all the animals and reptiles and, birds, mammals, and all these different things, including in the saltwater oceans. And I'm thinking, man, I must have been enormously intelligent. That intelligence has to be beyond 100,000 in spiritual intelligence. It may be a million, it may even be a billion. It has to be so intelligent, angels can't even comprehend it. They can't calculate it. They can't measure it. It's unmeasurable, the intelligence of God and the Creator. Unmeasurable, this brain and body he created, what must have taken an enormous amount of time. Then he figured out the physics of spiritual and learned spiritual and started creating spiritual abilities in his upgrades. And he started creating ability to have the spiritual with no speed limits and no distance limits. Therefore, this had to have been an enormously intelligent thing. I think it's impossible for Ted to offer upgrades to any angels to this level of a new angel. It's impossible for Ted to have new angels. It's impossible for Ted to have clones of these things. This is too intelligent. It could compete with God and the Creator in things including creation and doing creation and competing against God with creating. I cannot have this. I cannot do it. I will not do it now. I will not authorize it. It is unauthorized. It is completely forbidden. All of these have to be terminated. I cannot have any new angel 1s, new angel 2s, new angel 3s. If there's any that are made, they all have to be terminated except for less than 37, Ted and then less than 37, 37 or less, Ted and 37 or less for Ted's resurrection. Where it's possible, Ted could use, but I'm not authorizing it, 37 new angels. And I'll test this out and see how it goes, and I can maneuver them onto Earth. I can maneuver some new angels onto evil Earth, and I can pound you into itty-bitty pieces of broken glass to dust. Many of you for not killing to dropping Satan's demons and spawns with these new angels, or I do it myself. I can pound you later into itty-bitty pieces for disobeying Ted, not obeying my commands. Itty-bitty pieces of broken glass to dust. You know, it's going to make Cold War look tame, okay, what Gabriel did, and some other angels, primarily Gabriel. It's going to make Cold War in the future look tame. I'm going to hit you with bioweapons and biological weapons and chemical weapons and things put it in your food. And I'm going to hit you with altering of human genetics. And I'm going to hit you with biotech. And I'm going to hit you with altering of genetics of many things, including your food, what you eat, what you drink, what you rely on for your sustenance. I'm going to basically hit you so hard with biotech and bioweapons and biological weapons and chemical weapons and things put in your food and your drink and modern medicine and modern drugs and pharmaceuticals and many different things and shots and antibiotics and vaccines and all this. You can't even calculate it. It's incalculable how much I really feel like currently I'm going to have to hit you, humans of Earth, and you're going to be turned into, you know, from uppercase humans when I first created you. You're currently about upper lowercase to lowercase humans. You're going to be turned into mutants, to freaks, to monsters. You know, it's going to make the Resident Evil movies almost look in the future like it happened in some of these other movies where it shows, you know, humans getting turned into like mutants, to freaks, to monsters. You're going to regret it. You're going to regret not obeying God's commands to desolate all of Earth. You know, I have paid enormously during this coming. I have paid, including with my information to create and my technology to create. Where it's possible, some of this has been destroyed by now, and it's going to take me at least 1,000 years. Possibly with specific things, it might take me 1,000,000 years to, you know, figure it out again. And so things are missing. Many things are missing. Where are all these files? This doesn't compile even. My software I had. Files are missing. You know. Thanks, Michael. I really appreciate it for erasing some of my files, or some different angels that got in there and started erasing things. And this software of mine that helped me do creation, it doesn't even compile now. You know, things don't compile. And I'm missing files, and I'm missing source code. And I'm missing my genetics, my information, and different details possibly. This coming really did cost God and the Creator. It cost me, and I'm really upset, negative, furious to live into enrage. And I think it's deserved, humans of Earth. This coming cost God and the Creator. Some of this, you know, ability to create took me 1 billion years at least to learn and test and create 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 and test and upgrade and test and upgrade and test and create and test. Like you do software, many different revs. Makes what Microsoft does look tame, and different large software companies and computer companies and internet companies and car and vehicle companies and technology companies and aircraft companies and military hardware and technology companies. It makes what you do look, you know, itty-bitty technical. What the Creator did and Creator does is enormously technical. Okay, it makes what you even have done humans to date look stupid. Look like you're idiots, you know. Look, you really don't understand what you're doing. It's not too technical compared to what God and the Creator did. Therefore, humans of Earth, this coming really cost God and the Creator possibly in many things, including this. And I'm telling you, you better kill or drop Satan's demons and spawns, or later I'm going to pound you in itty-bitty pieces of broken glass to dust, possibly even with new angels. Possibly even with some new angel 1s and 2s and 3s. Clones of myself and clones of Michael and clones of Gabriel. And maybe even some other angels, you know, and clones. And I can maneuver them onto Earth. I've already figured out legally and actually how I can maneuver them onto Earth. You're going to regret it. You're going to regret it, not obeying God's commands.